Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
I'm gonna give you the hard truth right now. There is a chance he did not use you in the way you thought he used you. Situationship advice time. When we get out of a relationship, a situationship, we so often will be like, oh my gosh, he used me for my body, we were intimate. And lately I've seen people talk about this on TikTok and it is so accurate that oftentimes there's a lot more to that. Men will use you for intimacy. I one time, for instance, was talking to a guy and he would text me so much, so honestly lovey-dovey that I even was like, damn, this is kind of a lot, but like I loved it. And it was almost just like 0 to 100 with communication. So then when it cut, I was like, does he just not respect me as a person? That person might really need to work on their attachment style. They need validation. They don't need to build trust. They just want that intimacy really quickly. A lot of times they'll make you feel special so that you can treat them special in return. They're getting a girlfriend without the kind of negative side of being loyal to them. Sorry, hard truth. And girlfriend treatment without the title. So they think just because they're attaching them to someone that their fear of commitment is gone, but really it's not. And I'm using a stereotype, by the way. Of course, like females, however you identify, can do this right in return. But I've noticed this a ton because it takes me so long to open up. So when a man starts to build intimacy with me through communication, if I'm giving that to them back, it's because I'm starting to trust them and giving a little bit more of myself to them. So it hurts me more than probably the average person when that gets disrespected. But really it wasn't deep and the guy just needed someone to be intimate with communication wise. So yeah, let's watch out for this because this is something that we need to heal from too.
Yeah, you should hurry up and pay $150 to your favorite therapist for the next session. Attachment styles, communication wise, he used me for my body through communication. What? This is what happens when you've been watching too many TikToks and you're now just repeating words that have no meaning.
Here is how to properly ask a woman out. Don't say, maybe we can meet up sometime. It makes you sound unsure. Instead, say this. How's next week looking for you? I know this awesome Italian spot downtown and I'd love to take you. This is direct and shows that you are confident, something all women find attractive.
Awesome. Follow for dating tip. Yeah, no. I had no idea all it takes is confidence. To be confident enough to approach someone and ask her on a date. Oh, new? Oh, yeah. Every single man who approached someone at some point in his life and asked her on a date. I know this Italian restaurant. Awesome. Do you have any advice that doesn't involve an Italian restaurant?
You can take my phone and go through the gallery, I don't care. But if you touch my notes app,
something will happen, I'm guessing. You'll throw a tantrum. How weird it is someone called Lolita will have no problem you going through her phone's gallery. It almost sounds like you should check my photos. They should be posted somewhere on the internet. But yeah, I don't care about your notes either. If I'm ever, and I never did before, but if I'm ever gonna go through someone's phone, I'm gonna look in the conversations she has with her girlfriends.
I have this friend. She was dating this guy for almost 2 years. Out of nowhere, he breaks up with her, dips, buys a one-way ticket to France, leaves his phone here, and has not talked to her since. This happened about like 2 months ago maybe, and he still has not reached out, hasn't spoken to her. Like, I don't even know if she knows where he is right now. Like, he just dips. And that's like your boyfriend of almost 2 years. Like, how do you trust somebody after that? That's effed up.
That's trauma.
That's trauma, man. That's
trauma.
Crazy.
Wow.
I could never do that to somebody.
Okay, well, maybe my story's not that bad then.
No, your story's still pretty bad.
I don't know your story, but it's not a competition though. It also sounded like they had a healthy relationship going on. He broke up with her and he left. And your biggest complaint was that she doesn't know anything about him. Well, that's kind of what you're supposed to do when you break up. What exactly did you or she expected him to do? Keep her up to date with his every single step?
Oh, are you a straight guy and you want to make it look like your place is decorated cool? I got you. These aren't even connected to anything. We're calling this series Beyond the Headboard, and today we're starting with a living room and a couple things you can do that when a girl comes back to your place, they go, wow. When it comes to your living room, there's a basic list of components that you need. Then we'll get into what you can do for each component. First, you're going to need a rug. Usually an 8x10 is going to be fine. Next up, you're going to need a coffee table. Right here is a good spot to put a side table. One sofa and one accent chair that does not match the sofa. That might be difficult, but I got you. Bonus points go out to you if you want to have a fun and interesting lighting option like an arc lamp or maybe a wall-mounted sconce. We'll get into it. Last but not least, a plant. It shows you can sustain life, and that's kind of attractive.
No, I also don't know why I was watching this. Question for my lady viewers, if there's still any around. Do you ladies decorate your house to get a man's attention? If you said yes, please stop lying. As we know, as soon as you move into our place, all our stuff becomes stupid. Something that never used to bother you before, now it's absolute trash. And how do you even live like such a Neanderthal and don't have any scented candles into your home? You're also doing it in such a sneaky way that we don't even realize when our stuff are gone. 1 year later, we realize that we can't find anything and we ask you, and the usual answer seems to be, yeah, it's in the garage in a box named stupid stuff. So if you don't decorate your home to get a man's attention, then why do you expect us to do it?
Okay, so you know how the US basically just confirmed that aliens are real? Hypothetically, if you met an alien and he was like really, really tall and really, really smart and really, really well traveled, would you consider it? Because the more I hear about them, the more I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe I would actually.
I'm sure you would, and I would also love to see you getting rejected by one of them. Apparently, they're supposed to be this highly intelligent species. I mean, they did manage to travel from wherever they came from all the way to Earth. Do you really think when the man species are saying no to you, them being the highly intelligent species that they are, they're gonna jump right in thinking to themselves, yeah, a headache sounds great, I never had one. And one more thing you should maybe keep in mind, they might not be all of them the Prince Charming you think they are.
Successful men are not afraid to ask for help and they don't want to fail over and over again using the same methods. So I'm a dating coach for men, meaning I help men learn skills they need to approach women and get dates. And a lot of the clients that I have are very successful men. So you might ask, why does a successful guy need a dating coach?
He doesn't. At best, you're describing a matchmaker, not a dating coach. I did stop the video, but don't worry, you haven't missed much. Her entire video is just her advertising herself as a dating coach. Maybe that is what a successful business owner is doing, trying to find more clients. Because you know, especially the successful men are all over TikTok. Successful men, according to her, don't know how to communicate or flirt. The ones who rely the most on their level of communication, the ones that reached a level of success through communications, apparently don't know how to communicate. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
This is your daily reminder that posting that sad, sappy quote on your Instagram story is not going to make him want to text you. The best way to get him to text you is to go absolutely silent, don't watch his stories, don't like any of his stuff, basically disappear. Do that for a little bit and thank me later.
Or since he's never gonna care either way, thank her now and be done with it. What is she like? Maybe 22? Oh no, she found out the secret that is all over TikTok. They always come back. I mean, she does have all this life experience that she gathered in one summer, but hey, in her defense, she didn't come up with it on her own.
Your angels are your BFFs, okay? Talk to them like it. They want to be a part of your life. They want the tea. They want the scoop, okay? I talk to my angels like 10 times a day, okay? But like one big, long conversation a day, and I go for a walk, okay? I just be like, doo-doo-doo. You know, people think I'm crazy because they see that I don't even have, like, AirPods in. They're just like, oh, this is losing it. But I'm like, okay, so angels, like, this happened today, and I don't know what to do about this. I think he's cute, but I don't want to stir the pot. I'd just be letting them in on stuff. I'm like, how do I go about this one? You know, they don't care. They're not gonna judge you. They're just here to help you out.
And that would be the most worrying part, if they also talk to you. Why would people think you're crazy when you go out in public and you just talk to yourself?
Just make like a 10-second video of how we are as a couple.
Not only that you've nailed it, but you also managed to do it in 6 seconds. Anyway, this is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.